Today on Hidden Secrets Revealed Live. Nvidia earnings quash AI bubble concerns, or do they? Nvidia's earnings report has sent ripples of optimism throughout the tech industry. They revealed a staggering $57 billion in third quarter revenue, which surpassed Wall Street's expectations. But how well did it alleviate fears surrounding an AI bubble? HSRL is a production of Safe New Media. Before you keep watching, let me tell you who this is not for. This show is not for you if you take yourself too seriously. If you are a seeker, let me be your guide to discover accurate truth for yourself. Let me help you increase the quality and effectiveness of your life by revealing to you the hidden secrets of the universe. It's the only podcast of its kind right now on this subject, going live on X. Therefore, the most popular live stream podcast live right now on the subject, going live on X. This show is specifically for those who are seeking new perspectives, fresh ideas, and a willingness to explore new possibilities. My intention is to help investors like you stay ahead of the curve and make the most out of emerging opportunities. Today on HSRL. Ladies and gentlemen, everyone's terrified. The AI bubble will explode any second. Nvidia shows up like bubble, buddy, that was breakfast. Today, Nvidia reported $57 billion in revenue. Billion with a B. The same amount Americans spend on streaming subscriptions they forgot to cancel. Nvidia makes $57 billion in 3 months, selling chips that let computers pretend to be smart. And somehow, the smartest thing any human has done with that money is give it right back to Nvidia. So the computers can pretend to be even smarter. $57 billion to teach computers how to write cover letters nobody reads. 57 billion. You know how insane that is? That's like a pickaxe company during the gold rush of 1989. I'm sorry, not 1989. The gold rush, 18, whenever it was. Go with me. Hear me out on this. Okay? Because we know people really seem to like digging for gold. That's weird, isn't it? You make more money selling pickaxes than mining for gold. We're mining pickaxes with pickaxes to sell pickaxes that mine better pickaxes. At some point, the pickaxe wakes up and goes, hey, wait a minute. I'm the one with the leverage here. You know what that means? It means Jensen Wang, this guy who wears a leather jacket, like he's about to hop on a motorcycle and solve calculus. Jensen made more money in 3 months than most countries' GDP. And Wall Street's like, oh, thank God, the AI bubble isn't popping. Really? That's what we're relieved about? That we can keep throwing money at machines that might eventually replace us? Imagine how how excited Marie Antoinette was when the French Revolution guillotine passed inspection. Get it? And Jensen Wang, love this guy. He gets on a call and goes, "We are seeing unprecedented demand for our AI chips. Unprecedented." Translation, we can't print money fast enough. Send help. My leather jacket is starting to smell like success and fear. Nvidia sends ripples of optimism through tech, which is the closest thing tech bros get to emotions. The stock rips 10% after hours. Everybody's popping champagne. Brookfield shows up with a casual $100 billion check, like it's a GoFundMe for a richer tomorrow. Here, take this briefcase full of hundreds. Go build some data centers. Call me when the robots unionize. Yeah, Brookfield Asset Management announced a $100 billion partnership with Nvidia. $100 billion. You know what's wild about that? That's the exact same energy as my buddy who bought $100 worth of lottery tickets after losing $100 on lottery tickets. No, no, no. This time it's different. This time I've got a system. Yeah, Brookfield launches a $100 billion AI infrastructure plan, which sounds impressive until you realize AI already spent that much trying to teach itself not to say something weird. Every analyst on CNBC is like, well, valuations are stretched, but the demand is real. Bro, the demand is real the same way my demand for a time machine is real. If I knew then what I know now, I would have bought less Bitcoin and more Nvidia stock this year. Jensen's out here walking around looking like the final boss of a cyberpunk ramen shop, right? Smirking, knowing full well he could shut the entire AI revolution down by tripping over a power cord. One sneeze in the wrong server farm, and poof, your chatbot goes back to being a very expensive Tamagotchi that dies if the electric bill's late. Some investors worry about US China tensions. Meanwhile, AI is already training itself to say, look, I work for whoever pays better. Yeah, investors, man, they're wary about sustainability. Oh, now you're concerned. You watched a company beat expectations. How? By selling the digital equivalent of pickaxes during a gold rush. And you're like, but what if we're investing too much in the robot brains? Meanwhile, US China relations are in the mix, right? So we're in this situation where we're racing to build AI faster than China, using chips that China helps manufacture while we worry about China. It's like starting a fight with your Uber driver while he's still driving you home. Bold strategy. Some investors are nervous about volatility, as if the market has ever been stable. The market is that friend who says he stopped drinking, then shows up riding in a shopping cart. Some people are asking if this rapid growth is sustainable, which is the same question we should be asking about anyone who drinks 4 energy drinks before lunch. And for lunch, they have black coffee, nicotine gum, and Adderall. We are at a critical juncture in tech, my friends. And like every critical juncture, everyone is pretending they totally understand what is happening. In conclusion, NVIDIA's success is a glimmer of hope. The kind of hope you get right before your dentist says, huh, that's interesting. That's my time. I got to get back to work. Share this, retweet on X. Subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube or Spotify. You're allowed to make fun of me. Only if your jokes are funny and you get my name right. Any insults must be contained to Spotify. And you must be following HSRL on Spotify. Make sure you follow before sending any insults. You don't have to do this, but if you want to, you can go ahead and visit my X profile to learn more. It's not necessary to follow me on X, but now you can follow Safe New Media. Follow at Safe New Media on X. Whatever you decide, team up with me to bring about serious advancement for each other. The plan is for our community to share with each other the systems, the processes, and workflows that we are successfully using in order to help each other grow. So I do invite you to belong higher. Join our inner circle on Telegram. You can do that. It's free. There's a link to it at the top of the Safe New Media X profile. The official source for this show is safenewmedia.com/HSRL. I want to give loyal listeners of this podcast something. Free gift for you if you want to start a podcast but feel imposter syndrome. You can now get your copy of the Anti-Imposter Podcast Starter Kit at safenew.media. That's safenew.media. What I'm about to tell you next will shock you.
This is not an offer, solicitation of an offer to buy or sell securities. Past performance is not an indication of future results. Investing involves risk and may result in partial or total loss. Prospective investors should carefully consider investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses, and should consult with a tax or legal advisor before making any investment decision.
Today, owning a home now costs $52,000 more per year than renting. Families are stuck as forever renters. We're seizing this shift, buying 100 plus unit assets in growth markets. Few get in. Why? We don't need more money. We're looking for investors aligned with our values. Someone asked me what that means when I say that. There's no shortage of money. It's everywhere. There are trillions of dollars in circulation. Money is the biggest commodity there is. But you know what's scarce? People you can trust. We're improving quality of life at scale for hardworking families. Secure your place on our wait list. Go to inveresta.com. You can now subscribe to our newsletter. That secures your place. You can now receive your free guide. It's called Location Science 2026. 5 filters to find growth markets for multifamily real estate. Don't ignore the data before you invest. When you subscribe, you secure your place on our wait list for the next opportunity. Most real estate people tell you to invest in your backyard. What if your backyard is the wrong location? Avoid losing money in the wrong location. Hit me up on our X profile at Inveresta. Retail investors can send me a DM there to let me know what kind of investment opportunities you are looking for. Accredited investors, get in touch with me today. Call my office. Go to inveresta.com. Accredited investors only. This is not an offer or solicitation to the general public. All right, one last thing before I let you go. Methods of Prosperity newsletter. This is the newsletter I write every week. You owe it to yourself to be rich. Society, our parents, teachers, and peers have conditioned us. They want us to be like them. They need us to comply. They need us to be conventional like they are. As Herb Kelleher, co-founder and CEO of Southwest Airlines, remarked, all the people that were telling me those things were expressing conventional wisdom. And if it's conventional, it ain't wisdom. And if it's wisdom, it ain't conventional. My name is Sean Allen Fenn, and I'm obsessed with prosperity. This is the natural state of the human spirit. It turns out there's no limit. There's also many variables. Some keep their day jobs, while others go all in. Some are entrepreneurs, while others are value investors. But all of them have a certain mindset. Understanding what makes them tick grants us insight into our own journey. Methods of Prosperity newsletter is for anyone who agrees that success leaves clues. It's the most popular newsletter to brainwash yourself rich. Go to safenewmedia.com/newsletter. To become a billionaire, one must first be conditioned to think like a billionaire. You can now subscribe for free at safenewmedia.com/newsletter. Thanks for making this the most popular live stream at this hour. On the subject, broadcasting on X, formerly known as Twitter, Hidden Secrets Revealed Live is a production of Safe New Media, unconventional, diversified global digital media company devoted to the practice, administration, and dissemination of the ideologies of its founder, moi, yours truly. I like you, but don't take my word for it. Decide for yourself.